there. Jimmy Giles, the receiver. Ladies and gentlemen, Randall Cunningham is a ready for primetime player.
He was an incredible player, exciting, the ultimate weapon, won MVP in 1990.
He'll score the touchdown.
I love watching him on Sundays. It's probably partly why I'm such a passionate football fan.
Going deep for Moss. Touchdown.
I don't know if people remember, but that was a time where people used to call the radio station saying that, I don't think black people are smart enough to play quarterback. And, and you grow up in that environment, and that's, thinking back now, that's kind of odd. I found myself in a lot of rooms being the only one. So I always kind of saw in Randall, something that I sort of saw in myself. This is, this person who is striving against convention and doing this great thing. Just connected to him in a lot of different ways.
Oh, that is, wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. How long did it take them to do that? Finishing touches. Now we gotta get to work and get this free agency and draft ready.
A massive transition after 2 consecutive disappointing non-playoff seasons in Minnesota.
Good afternoon.
Mark, how's it going?
Garth's from New Jersey.
They were asking me about cheesesteaks, and I was like, I'm a Philly soft pretzel guy. That's where I kind of lay my steak down for the South Jersey, Philly area. But no, I could talk about Jersey all day.
Well, Kwesi, we're excited to speak with you today. It's important for us to get to know you as a person and your philosophy and vision, and for you to get a chance to ask us questions as well.
I mean, in both roles, we're looking for leadership, and that's a number of different characteristics.
We want someone who is going to develop our staff, encourage a growth mindset at every aspect of our operation.
I think the main things were, just leadership, dynamic energy, collaboration, and ability to honestly elevate the people we have in the building.
People who can lead large groups of people towards really challenging goals, and both of those roles are really about that type of leadership. And people who are collaborative and open-minded and innovative and thoughtful is really what we were looking for.
I'd like to acknowledge the fact that there are a lot of talented young people in this business. The backgrounds of some of these people. I mean, I think we spoke to 2 people who have law degrees. We spoke to 4 people of color. We spoke to a woman who also worked in the CFL. You got to get something a little bit different from each person, but they all have the qualities that we look for.
I speak about my Wall Street experience just so fondly because I think at the highest level, it's a place where you can make decisions, keep score, and then learn from those decisions. When you make decisions in that kind of scorekeeping, I guess, urgency, there is nobody else to blame. When I made a mistake, it was up to me to get better, me to figure out better process and things like that. And also just the stomach, the temerity to kind of look forward and, see the risk that's happening in front of you, good or bad, and kind of wake up the next day, come back to work, still be pleasant to your friends when it's not going well and things like that. And just that kind of emotional maturity that I got as an education that I'll never be fully grateful enough for.
Former Browns Executive VP of Football Operations, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, identified as someone who was rising in our world, someone who takes different viewpoints, blends it all together, and then runs the operation like that. That is what the Minnesota Vikings want.
I do believe there should be one culture. There isn't a football side culture and a business side culture. There's one culture. I don't think there's some unique one definition of a football person. You are here because you love football. Professionalism to me is a standard of work, a standard of excellence. Everything's connected. Their performance affects my performance affects their performance, and it keeps going on in this loop. So when you look around, hopefully one day when the stuff's coming down from the sky, you want to look around at everybody and know that they were a part of it and make them feel that way every day that we build up to that point.
There's something about being in person with someone that just gives you a better understanding of how they operate, how they make you feel too. As a leader, what is his presence? How does he listen? How does he command a room? All these different ways that a personality can come out when you actually are in the room with them. And it was clear from, right from the beginning with Kwesi, he puts you at ease, he's approachable, he's humble, He wants to learn, he wants to grow, he wants to ask a lot of questions. He's curious, and his natural positivity was what really shone through with him in person.
Breaking news tonight, the Vikings making it official. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah is the new general manager of the Vikings.
The Vikings got the deal done after bringing in Adofo-Mensah and deciding that the Cleveland Browns VP of football operations is now the right guy to take over.
Everything's been so comfortable with the Wilfs, with everybody that interviewed me. Just everything felt right. I really do live my life believing that things are just meant to be, and if you just put passion and good energy out in the world, like things kind of, end up in a good place.
We've enjoyed getting to know Kwesi during the interview process, and he's already hit the ground running. Can't wait to this thing to really get going. And with that, very proud to introduce Kwesi to all of you.
I genuinely mean this. I'm honored and thankful to serve you guys in this capacity. It's surreal. I remember watching this very talk, and you're laughing. You're like, you watch this like cliche-ridden speech, and every day is your Super Bowl, and and you're always wondering like, what would I say if I was up there? And I was in that exact seat not that long ago. And all I did was work hard, listen, push myself. Honestly, be a good person, because like you find out through these interview processes that you're interviewing every day of your life.
The official press conference will take place tomorrow at the Vikings facility in Eagan at 9 a.m. We'll have more on this monumental shift in the Vikings organization.
Honestly, I've dreamt of that day a long time. Not really to be a GM or whatever, just dreaming of a place, being on a platform to really thank all the people that I owe a great bit of gratitude towards. I could have been up there 20 minutes more.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. We are thrilled to be here today to add someone of Kwesi's caliber to our organization as our new general manager.
First and foremost, I want to thank my mom, my superhero. She always had this phrase, she always had this phrase, sorry, I didn't think I was going to cry. I was telling her not to cry. She always had this phrase, when something was go on in life, all I can do is work. That's all she would tell me. All I can do is work. So, when I see problems now, I kind of get this smile on my face and I think of my mom, I roll up my sleeves, and that's when I'm most comfortable. I didn't cry, technically. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Technically, I think it was a choke up. I think that is different. There were no actual moisture. You know what? That's the great thing about my life. Everybody in my life is just consistent. She's the same person. She wakes up, she texts me a Bible verse, she wishes me good luck. That happened before I got this job, that will happen after I got this job. She's been texting me that she's received so many messages of people viewing it positively. So, it was a great moment for me, and I hope everybody else appreciated how much they've meant in my life.